Tell about the conversation you had with Patriots owner Robert Kraft before buying the Falcons.
It was December of 2001. So we had announced our deal. It wasn't closed. It was closed the following February. And I went to New York to get my new owner orientation, and Paul Tagliabue was the commissioner then. And Paul said, there's a guy here just recently, several years before that, Robert had bought the New England Patriots. He said, but, he's got an interesting business background, much like yourself, and, why don't you have breakfast with him? So I did, and I said, Robert, I'd never met him before. And so he said, you're going to hear from a lot of people that all the things that it takes to run an NFL franchise are different than what it took you to be successful in business. He said, what I want to tell you is that they're exactly the same. So I said, well, you just do everything that you were doing successfully to run HD, apply those, to the Atlanta Falcons, and you're going to be very successful. So, number one, that's the only operating philosophy that I knew, and that's all I was going to do anyway. But it was nice to hear it from somebody who had a really good business background. The one thing he said to me that's different was the media. So I said to him, I remember looking at him and smiling. I said, well, Robert, the media. I said, we went public in, 81, and the company started in 79, and, the stock's grown 48% a year, over 23 years. I said, how, we went from New York Stock Exchange and, Standard & Poor's. All the attributes you'd expect of the company in terms of public exposure had been there. So he looked at me and he smiled. I said, you don't get it, but you will. And he was right. I didn't, at that time, even today, if you talk to Craig Bensinger, who's the wonderful CEO at HD today, Craig would say, well, once a quarter, I hunker down, focus on the shareholders, do our report, but pretty much quarter to quarter, he can run his business without having to get calls from reporters every day. In our business in the NFL, and will be this way in soccer certainly, and it's not this way in our other businesses, but certainly in the NFL it is. And there are dozens of reporters following you there every single day, and my attitude, and I've told our folks who are running our businesses, either you give them content or they will make it up, because they have a job to do. I said they have to write something, they have to report something. So we have a lot of stories. Let's make sure we continue to give them the content so they have something to work from that actually is factual. So we have a very transparent relationship with the media. I think it's one of the best in the NFL, and hopefully it'll be the case in MLS as well.